this is what we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. The main event here, Eat, Sleep, Wrestle, Repeat, Pro Wrestling Malta. Of course, we have Gianni Valletta finally getting his title shot against the Don Francesco Messina there. But of course, there's the factor of Zach Gibson. Of course, having that clause in his contract where he can get title shot whenever he wants. Gentlemen, your thoughts on that prospect there? Mr. Zach Gibson with his ability here. And here he is coming into the ring here. Mr. Zach Gibson, challenge for the belt there, and I wouldn't mind if he got the title myself against Mr. Messina there, Don Francesco. And of course, Mr. Gianni Valletta, the pride of Malta, the love of Malta here. Fans absolutely love Mr. Gianni Valletta. He'll be involved in this match. I'll be focusing mostly on Mr. Gianni Valletta and not Mr. Zach Gibson, of course. Mr. Francesco Messina, the cheater. He's been cheating for at least a year. He's held his title, not familiar, always cheating. Gentlemen, jump in here. Mr. Stranko, we had words about the Sicilian, the bloody Sicilians there. Your thoughts, sir?
Ready to get bloody.
Have they not been cheating?
I would say they have not been cheating there, Mr. Bowles. I mean, you have a very strange definition of cheating. I call it being crafty, I call it being using your resources, and I call it being a winner. Okay? When you have the championship for as long as the Don Francesco has, you are a winner. Okay? Mr. Gibson here, and Francesco's arch enemy, Mr. Valletta, they can try all they want, but having that title for as long as the Don Francesco Medina has, that tells all of us, doesn't matter what you say, that you are on top of your game.
I'd say he's on top of his game, Mr. Saranka. I'd say he's a bloody cheater, and his bloody Sicilians have got to watch it back there. I can't tell you how many times, I'm not going to get into it here, but these bloody Sicilians, they've been always cheating, and here's Mr. Gianni Valletta, the pride of Malta, coming out here, making his entrance into the ring there. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gianni Valletta finally getting his title shot here, against Mr. Messina. Yeah, and I use the term Mr. quite loosely there. Against Mr. Messina, Don Francesco, not familiar, the one of cheaters from Sicily, as Mr. Gianni Valletta comes into the ring, rounding about the ring now.
Yeah, you're not being very sensitive there with the Sicilians there.
Hey, look, like they're coastal note to say it's family business, right?
Family business, but we're 60 miles away from Sicily there, and I don't even want to think about what's going on. What the same place.
I'm sure Valletta is so happy here he's finally getting his title shot, but I'm sure he's not so happy that he has another competitor in the ring, Mr. Gibson, to worry about.
Absolutely. The triple threat match here is the main event. Eat, Sleep, Wrestle, Repeat in beautiful sunny Malta here.
It is not only the main event of Eat, Sleep, Wrestle, Repeat, it's the main event of Malta. Right now, Francesco Medina is coming to the ring with the most valuable thing on this island.
Absolutely. Not disagreeing with Mr. Saranko.
Oh boy.
On the screen there.
Here comes the belt.
We saw what he did with that belt. He was trying to tinker around with the belt of Malta the Damager. It was an absolute disgrace there as he took the belt that Malta defeated. Just incredible. ECW legend. And Malta the Damager bloody took that belt away from him with a full-away slam. Brought away the Malta. And Mr. Francesco disrespected that belt, the WCW Empire State belt. It was an absolute disgrace. I will not forget that, Mr. Stranko. I will not forget that, Mr. Burns.
What do they say in England? That's bloody bad taste, baby.
Hey, if Malta the Damager can't catch the Don Francesco, that's really not the Francesco's problem. That's Malta's problem.
What you're gonna see in this match, I tell you. One thing, dipping and diving, baby.
Absolutely, and ladies and gentlemen, the camera just flashed on our monitors here. The thing that Mr. Gianni Valletta is after, and that is a championship title of Pro Wrestling Malta. It's quite a beautiful belt. There's Don Francesco Messina holding that belt there right now in the corner. He's been the champion for years. Bloody cheaters, how he's cheating. And look at Mr. Valletta in the corner, really thinking about
meditation,
getting it together
meditation.
here.
Oh, he's gonna need his compensation. He has to get over two very skilled competitors here, including the champion himself.
Well, you know they say in the ancient, warrior who thinks, plan out before he goes out to war.
Perhaps it's an absolute truth there. And Mr. Gianni Valletta, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, finally, after a 1 year of Mr. Francesco Messina being the champion. Mr. Gianni Valletta gets a title shot here, but he has to deal. He has to deal with Mr. Zoc Gibson.
And here's our champion, our proud champion, our deserving champion.
Deserving absolute rubbish there, Mr. Stranko. And Mr. Stranko, let me ask you a question. I'd like to put a wager. Will we see the rest of La Familia? Will we see Conor Matthews and Giselle running beside the ring there, causing a ruckus there, lurking about the ring, misdirecting what's going on in the center of the ring? Will we see that here tonight?
I hope so. I like La Familia very much. I think they're a bunch of skilled competitors, and it's a pleasure for everybody here when they make their appearance.
Like I said, you're gonna see a lot of high flying, dipping and diving tonight.
And, ladies and gentlemen, excuse us for getting carried away and speaking over the ring commentator there. And there's the belt, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
really want to let go of that, and I understand.
Oh boy.
And look at, ladies and gentlemen, they're displaying the belt. And look at Mr. Gianni Valletta. Johnny Valletta clearly looking at that belt. That's all he wants. He's all business in the center of the ring. Not paying attention to Mr. Gibson going straight after the Don there. Francesco Messina. And clearly, absolutely clearly, Mr. Gianni Valletta with the advantage. And now the smaller man is Gianni Valletta. As,
ready for war, baby.
And Mr. Gibson trying to take advantage of that clause in his contract there. And I'd like to get the same lawyer there to represent me if I ever have a problem. Because I don't know how he got this clause in his contract, but he's become a factor in this match. Gianni Valletta gunning at Mr. Francesco Messina the whole year as Mr. Messina's been cheating. And as you see that there,
we go.
And a miss muscle slap to the face. And they're both working on a Don here. Big
After
elbows
the talk,
there.
you gotta
Another
walk the
elbow.
walk,
Another
baby.
elbow. And a bolo punch, elbow punch to the face there. And Don Francesco Messina bloody thrashed into the corner.
If Don Francesco Messina was smart, which I know he is, he'd find a way to slink himself out of the ring and let these two morons kill each other.
Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Stranker. I would not call either one of these guys a moron, but I'll tell you one thing
I'll
right
call
now.
anyone I want.
Well, that's your decision there, but I'll tell you one thing. I agree with you, Mr. Stranko. If Mr. Francesco can hold back, as it were, and let these guys duke it out, have a go, and then they're having a go right now, and here's the big suplex there. He got him up in the suplex position as Gianni Valletta, showing the power there, and he kind of bulldogs him off into the front there.
And Don is smarting up. He's taking a seat. He's watching this action instead of getting himself involved.
Absolutely, and you saw the muscle.
Oh, he's taking a little breather right about now.
He's back in there. He's picking the shots. Very smart. That's why he's a champ.
He's a cunning Machiavellian Sicilian. He's lurking about the ring, looking for his shot to do what he does there.
Well, Valletto's a little bit more cunning and Machiavellian. Maybe he'd have a belt around his waist.
Well, perhaps you're right. You know, I often say the same thing about the World Cup team of England there, the men's national team there, the proper football team there. As Rooney said there, we should perhaps be more aggressive, perhaps biting individuals like Mr. Juarez there from, you know what I'm talking about there.
Well, you know,
or do you not know?
We're talking about
proper
survival,
football
Wesley.
here.
I mean, you know, if you gotta bite a man every now and then.
Forgive me there. I got a bet on a proper football match there.
That's not football.
What I'm talking about.
That's not football, Wesley Balls.
We've had this discussion too many
You're
times.
lucky that's even considered a sport.
And Gianni Valletta outside the ring.
Good shot.
Absolutely, with a good shot to Zoc Gibson there. And the fans have cleared out of those seats there. They're clearly in fear.
Yeah, see, Valletta, the type of competitor he has too much pride in himself to pick up one of those empty chairs and waffle Zip Gibson around the back.
And Mr. Stranko, these are
You
different.
like it raw, don't you?
These are these are different types of chairs that we see in the States. There, these are different types of chairs that we see even in Japan. There, these are very different kind of structured chairs.
Hey, if it's heavy, if you can pick it up, you can hit a man behind the back of the head.
I agree, and we'll see.
Hey, more damage,
What happens,
baby.
and he bloody
More
thrashed
damage.
him right into the wood there.
Yeah,
The
not
wood
very.
bleachers there. And Don Francesco.
What a slap to the chest.
And Johnny
Another
Valletta
one.
trying to have his way there.
This man is relentless, baby.
Valletta has a lot of passion in his blood right now to get his hands on that title, but
Absolutely.
his emotions might get the best of him.
Absolutely. Is Johnny Valletta here has one thing on his mind. That's that title.
Watch the Don here.
The Pride of Malta, Johnny Valletta been gunning for that
Don
title.
Francesco
all the time.
Messina from.
Double shot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Francesco Messina there.
Think little man
Don-
might have hurt himself on that one there.
Maybe so.
And gentlemen, I'm absolutely surprised we've not seen the other members of the disgusting organization La Familia at this point in the match. But, you know, I don't want
Yeah,
to
you're
speak too
saying
soon
that-
there. I don't want to speak too soon
You're
there.
saying that like the Don Francesco Messina needs the La Familia out there. He doesn't need them out there. It's just an added bonus when they are out here.
You explain this to me. It's been an added bonus many times when it's been a one-on-one match. We've got a triple threat here, and I don't see La Familia. So, to the credit of Mr. Francesco Messina, I'll give him that tonight. We've not seen them yet. Perhaps we will see them soon. I would never rule anything out from these bloody Sicilians.
The
But,
champ is doing him in. I got to give him credit. Now he's about to see the pain again.
Absolutely, but if you saw there, Francesco Messina missing, ran his full on there into the ring post, and Mr. Johnny Valletta clearly taking advantage. Here's a big elbow, and they're having to go outside the ring. Here's Mr. Johnny Valletta. He got him up when Zach Gibson outside with a big elbow to the back, another elbow to the face
Get on
there,
out of
and he bloody flipped him over onto his backside there.
Right into the hard concrete.
And Francesco Messina is an absolute snake. You try to get him in one position, he squirms around, puts you in another. It's unbelievable.
Gibson.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Gibson was pretty crafty there himself, using the referee as a shield as he walked towards Valletta, and he got the best of it.
Absolutely. And Mr. Stranko, Mr. Gibson at this point in the match, doing what we thought he would be doing. He's lurking about, letting these other two competitors go at it.
Looks like Mr. Gibson is making some money here with the Don Francesco Messina.
Money, baby.
Wait a minute, what's going on here, ladies
Money
and gentlemen?
talks.
These bloody
right.
Sicilians are out of control.
What are you talking about? He looks pretty in control to
What's
me.
going on there?
He's in control.
What is going on here? This is absolute rubbish.
Money's dirty too.
It's absolute rubbish. This reminds
like
me, ladies and gentlemen, this reminds me of when Roy Jones was bloody robbed from that Korean boxer there. Roy Jones bloody thrashed him. And the Olympics there, and this is an absolute disgrace. What's going on?
I think
You got a
Gibson.
good memory there, Wesley.
I absolutely have a good memory in the fight game and, of course, in a boxing game.
I think Gibson is showing some brains here. He's decided to make some money and work for La Familia. Now these two are gonna pick Valletta apart little by little.
And you saw the dirty dealings by the Sicilians there. Don Francesco Messina conferring with Zach Gibson in the center of the ring. Of course, with the payoff, and that's this common Sicilian tactic. Bribery.
Oh, cry
And
into your
it's
ale balls.
Unbelievable.
Systematic decimation,
It's
baby.
unbelievable. These bloody Sicilians are out of control.
No, they're in control. They're in control.
The only thing and it's a shame they're coming to this island 60 miles away, and they bloody got the belt here in Pro Wrestling Malta. And I am gunning for Mr. Johnny Valletta to win this match, and a big kick to the backside, a sneaky kick there by Don
You
Francesco
can hear
Messina.
that one in California.
Yeah, that's true. You know, Wesley, I thought you'd be a little bit more understanding being an immigrant yourself. I mean, the Don Francesco Messina is coming all the way from Sicily to be a minority here in Malta, and he's gotten himself on his feet. He's won the championship of Malta. and you can do nothing but bring this poor man down. Look at what he does. Look at what he overcomes.
And Mr. Swanko, I do agree with you. I am a new immigrant to America, but thank God that Donald Trump won, and he won't be deporting people who look like me into other countries, as it were. Of course, I'll not go into that. If I was a luchador or commentator from Mexico, there might be a different story. But as it were, Mr. Wesley Balls, apparently at this point, no one's talking about putting people back in India.
Maybe I'll talk to Mr. Trump myself and see what he can do about deporting you.
Well, we talked about this a few times. I didn't get the proper work visa there. I have all my papers.
Look at
They
this.
are systematically trying to take this man apart, but you have to understand the conditioning is too vital.
And gentlemen, who's been the biggest factor in this match at this point? We've got Gianni Valletta, Zach Gibson, and of course the Don Francesco Messina. Who's been the biggest factor? Who's playing this game tightly? I would say Mr. Francesco, and Mr. Francesco a smack there. Now, will a man's pride be worth more than the money?
No hot dog time with
still,
this man. You're
Mr.
playing with a warrior, baby.
It looks like their agreement seems to be coming to an end.
He was probably bought off for 30 euro, this guy here. And Mr. Zach Gibson looking like he's going to have a go here. You know, Mr. Don Francesco Messina.
The man's got a gun for hire. Wow. This is something else, baby. We got a real extravaganza going down now. They're messing with the warrior. He's gonna go over the top.
Absolutely, Gianni Valletta over the top right there.
Well, you know, this is because we have some dissension between Mr. Zach Gibson and Francesco Messina. When these guys were working together on the same page, things were going a lot better.
Money talks, baby. Money talks.
And things may have been going better there, but Mr. Gianni Valletta looking to better his situation. There's a big power bomb there, and he's attempting to pin here.
Using that leverage, baby.
1-2, and only a 2 count. Ladies and gentlemen, Gianni Valletta a hair away from the championship title that he's absolutely looking for here in Pro Wrestling Malta.
Not quite yet.
Turnaround. Good turnaround. Half crab position right about now.
Absolutely, Gianni Valletta, quite a technical wrestler there.
But you see, you know, in a normal match, Valletta could have probably even got a submission out of the Don there, but he couldn't focus on him because he has someone else to worry about, and that's Zach Gibson.
Absolutely, Mr. Zach Gibson, the X Factor in this match, the dark horse, as it were.
This man still got moves like that.
And it's not going to be easy for Mr. Valletta. Mr. Valletta trying everything he possibly can do to get it together so he can win this championship title here.
That slam definitely did some damage to the lower back, baby.
And Mr. Valletta can feel it at this point as the other 2 count there.
I'll give you guys this. You know, Valletta, we're almost 20 minutes into this match, and he's up against basically 2 competitors, and he's still in there giving it his best try.
The stamina, baby, the conditioning is vital.
Absolutely, by the dirty dealing there, by the bloody Sicilian there, Mr. Francesco Messina.
Wow!
Look at this.
2 times,
Pin
baby.
attempt there.
I've never seen that one before.
Not quite closing the deal here.
It's almost a double sort of fishhook suplex that happened there. Look at Valletta. He's intense.
What a beast.
Look at the eyes
What
of
a beast.
Mr. Gianni Valletta. Absolutely looks insane there.
Face only a mother can love.
Looks crazier than when I interviewed him when he was part of the Maltese Marauders there with Malta the Damager. 2
what a
lunatics
shot.
there.
Oh, no, not again.
That's why the Don Francesco Messina is the champion.
You better go to work quick, pal.
Absolutely, Don Francesco quite crafty, to use that term quite loosely, as Mr. Stranko likes to use. I like to use the word cheater.
Hey, get in where you fit in, baby.
Exactly, Doc. Get in where you fit it. And that's what you don't get, Wesley. You call it things like cheating. What it is overcoming adversity.
You can spin it any way you want. He's absolutely cheating. He's been cheating for a year here, Mr. Francesco has.
One on top of the other. Wow, what a scenario.
Yeah, it looks like Gibson's trying to put the Don in a position to have a pin here, but you got to get Valletta on his back.
The position of submission, baby.
That's right, yeah. That's a good call there. He put him in position into the submission hold.
And working on the left arm is Mr. Zoc Gibson there. Of course, Mr. Gibson taking advantage.
Double take on that one.
Pulls in his contract there. And he's having a go
Got
here.
himself into that corner, baby. You see the niftiness.
And Mr.
Looks like
Francesco
Gibson.
Messina.
Gibson's once again, he's fighting against the Don. Looks like that money's been forgotten between these two.
Whoa, what a shot!
Big kick to the face there by the Don there. And what's going on here?
Oh, this is not looking good
Came
for the Don.
right back and ate him up.
Suplex there.
Here's
Here's
two
Mr.
to win
Johnny
on that
Valletta.
one. Here we go.
Wow.
And Mr. Johnny Valletta.
There's sort of a Samoan drop there.
Slightly,
Here we go.
Whoa!
The Warrior. Ain't that
Whoa!
Only a 2 count there. Again, Mr. Valletta getting the chase there. Just the
Man
chase.
is non-stop, relentless. The conditioning is vital.
Absolutely. And remember,
All right, gentlemen, we're down to a standard match here, 1-on-1. You know, now that Gibson was sort of raising hands against the Don, I'm kind of glad to see him go.
let me tell you something. I need to get a prescription checkup there with a proper doctor here. I can't find a good doctor in the United States there because I did not see what happened there.
What happened was, you know, Valletta, he got the best of Gibson there in that exchange and got him on his back for a 3 count.
Boom in a flash.
Absolutely there.
Like the old Mike Tyson fights, baby. You can't blink.
I feel like Donald Sterling there of the New York Yankees can't make a proper call with the eyeglass problems there. But
Gibson's still in the ring, though.
Gibson's still in the ring here. He's trying to have a go here up at the challenger, Mr. Johnny Valletta.
Oh, he's getting down and dirty now.
He's not happy that he got himself eliminated from this matchup. He's letting Valletta know. And this is going to cost Valletta because he still has to have a match with the champ.
And there's a few dollars richer there.
Clothesline. This man means business, baby.
Absolutely. Bloody blasted him with the clothesline
I don't
there.
think he's thinking about the rules right about now. Oh, no, he's going for the belt. He's going down low, baby. Down low.
Ha! He just threatened the life of the ref, and the ref is smart to get out of his way.
Hey, that's terrorism.
There
Oh!
you
John
go.
Gibson bloody
What a
thrashing
shot
him
to
with
the
the hardware,
dome,
with the
baby.
strap there. He just bloody tossed the strap in complete disrespect. He's disrespected the Pro Wrestling Malta Championship there. It's an absolute disgrace.
Look,
what
Man,
he's done
total
here.
disregard for the
Zoc-
rules, but
Zoc
you know what?
Gibson's disgraced.
That's
Pro
what the
Wrestling
money
Malta.
does, baby.
hey, he's out of the match. He can do whatever he wants.
He's out to the match, but he absolutely disrespected the title of Pro Wrestling Malta. It's a bloody disgrace there.
Paid in full.
And Johnny Valletta looking up at the lights at this point is Don Francesco Messina.
Here we go.
He's still feeling that
Here we
blast
go.
in the face from
Hey, ref, get in this.
Well,
Johnny
now,
Valletta showing the resilience there, showing the heart of a champion.
even with the referee taking a nap, going on vacation, you still got this happening. It's still rolling. It's still in the midst right about now. But when my warrior friend here gets his senses together, I don't know, guys. It might be over soon.
We'll see what happens there. Big backhand and another big backhand, putting him on his backside. A kick to the shin area there.
Oh boy.
And Johnny Valletta with one of those bursts of energy that we've seen so often from here.
I don't understand how Valletta has this energy in him after taking that beating he just took from Gibson and taking a beating from both of them throughout this. Oh, looks like we got some La Familia members out here finally.
That's a real neck breaker right there.
Mr. Saranko, you should have done a proper wager with me. Of
Referee
course,
getting
I
pulled
know
on out now.
La Familia would show their faces in this match.
I think the
Handle
ref.
your business, referee.
I think the ref had his shoelaces untied and
Handle your business.
he pulled them out the ring to point out that his shoelaces are untied.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee here clearly not in control of this match, not paying attention properly to what's going on, the bloody tactics of La Familia, and here is Johnny Valletta outside the ring.
Oh, that's a beast.
And,
I think you need to
he's
sit
going
down,
after
Sonny.
Connor Matthews there,
Hey.
outside the ring. And,
Connor Matthews did not
And what's he doing in the ring? This is a bloody disgrace.
He's getting chased by this maniac Valletta.
Hey.
Connors didn't ask to get
what
chased.
you asked for, baby. You signed up for it.
And Gianni Valletta showing the heart of a warrior. Gianni Valletta has been all business all night. You've seen him. He goes the eye of the tiger in the eye. And Mr. Valletta...
Business just came back to Valletta.
Well, absolutely. He gave him the Sicilian business there, did Mr. Francesco Messina. Only a 2 count.
See, this ref has been, he's half awake throughout this entire match.
Mr. Steranko, I cannot agree with you more. This referee,
oh boy,
not properly paying attention to the match here.
Do we have another participant here?
If we don't want to see this here.
Oh boy,
the disgrace.
The funny trunks, man.
La Familia. Anyways, they can't do anything properly. Who's got to cheat there? As Don Francesco Messina in the center of the ring, and Gianni Valletta with a reversal there. And Gianni Valletta trying to take control of this match here.
There goes Funny Trunks.
Wait a second. That wasn't fair.
And Gianni Valletta there.
Mega power.
Perfect execution.
No.
And ladies and gentlemen, Gianni Valletta has won the championship here at Pro Wrestling Malta. We have a new champion, ladies and gentlemen, the champion in the center of the ring, Mr. Gianni Valletta.
This match should have been stopped.
I don't agree with you, Mr. Steranko. We have a new champion. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, in the ring, the champion, Gianni Valletta, the new champion here at Pro Wrestling Malta.
After the storm, baby. After the storm.
Justice has been served. These bloody Sicilians and Mr. Gianni Valletta will now raise the title up in victory, in glorious victory here in beautiful Malta. Gentlemen, this is absolutely unbelievable.
Glorious. That was a tainted victory. The Don smashed into his La Familia member and was distracted, and this man right here took advantage of that.
I don't agree. After a year of cheating and all types of shenanigans and tactics, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gianni Valletta, the new champion here, Pro Wrestling Malta. Put that in your drink, gentlemen. I don't care what you say.